I feel like after a certain point, you have to realize that it's like whoever you were in high school, you can either reinvent it or like build off of it and just become someone new. And that helps you like open up a lot more as well.
Hey Wildcats, welcome back to the University of Arizona podcast. My name is Rebecca and today I have my colleagues here with me.
Nicole, Camacho.
Seliat.
So this afternoon we are excited to host Katelyn with us here at the UAZ Podcast. Katelyn is a sophomore here at the University of Arizona. She is majoring in business management and minoring in fashion industry, which is great. I love fashion. And she is currently the president of the Asian American Cultural Association. Aside from her job, she works at Starbucks. So she's a hardworking student. And during her free time, she likes to draw and research random topics that interest her and inspires her. So Katelyn, this is UAZ Podcast. Like I said, we usually interview students from different departments working on different great initiatives and also other community members who are creating impact in the community. And so it's our honor to have you on our podcast.
It's an honor to be here.
So what inspired you to be part of the Asian American Cultural Associations here on campus?
So I really like learning about different cultures. And so it was actually at Bash at the Rec when I came across the Asian American Cultural Association tabling.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you don't need to be Asian to join. It's a fun place to learn about different cultures. And I was like, oh, that's like really cool. That's exactly what I want. And so joined the club, started going to the gym meetings, which were really fun. And one of the e-board members was like, oh, we have an internship where you get to learn like in shadow behind one of the roles.
Yeah.
You should apply for it. So I applied, got in, and it was really fun being part of the like plan making for the events. And so I decided to continue on, and well, now I'm here as the president.
That's great. Because I'll think like maybe you'll join something else, but you really specifically chose to join the Asian American culture. And I feel like when it comes to the Asian too, like they have kind of a community setting where they like to involve everyone. They're not exclusive, so I feel like it's a fun place to be.
Yes, they were very open to everyone.
Yeah. So what experiences has taught you about allyship and leadership?
So it's leadership. I've learned that it's really hard. It's definitely a lot different running a college club than a high school club.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to do, a lot more planning and thinking that has to go into events and just like making sure that everything goes well. Allyship, it's definitely taught me that it's like everyone's there for you. You just gotta make sure you find your community. And so I was really happy when the Lotus Lounge and like all the other clubs within it like welcomed me and others as well. Because last semester we did a collab with the Black Student Union, and so it was really nice being able to like work together and get to know like how the two communities work together.
Yeah, that's good because many students when they come from high school usually like it's sometimes intimidating because the campus is really big and you're new to a group. Right. Like you said, leadership is so different from high school, and then here you are stepping into that leadership role. So I feel like sometimes it's so hard, and that's why many students remain in their comfort zone. So like what helped you like feel like you're part of that community?
What helped me a lot was actually my first friend that I made on campus. So being also out of state, it was like, okay, I'm in a new state, new college. What am I going to do? So went to the out-of-state mixer where I met my friend. And so we both kind of like pushed each other to like do different things. Yeah. So me and her, we both joined the club together. And so that definitely helped a lot. And it's just, I feel like after a certain point, you have to realize that it's like whoever you were in high school, you can either reinvent it or like build off of it and just become someone new, and that helps you like open up a lot more as well.
Yeah, my first semester here in college, I did not join any organization, so seeing you join your first year is very inspiring because like Rebecca said, people are usually in their comfort zone. So being in this organization, how did it help you grow as a person?
I've definitely become a lot more social. So even though I joined the club my freshman year, being in my dorm, we had like different events where it was like get to know your hallmates or whatever, and I dreaded going to those. There was times I debated just staying in my room, but now stuff like this and just like other club events and like just anything really, I've become more open to going do it because it's like, what's the worst that can happen? It's an opportunity to grow.
Yeah. Professionally, did it help you at all?
I've definitely learned to manage time better and being more receptive to like other people's time schedules and communicating better because for a club you have a team. If you don't communicate, then there's a lot of issues that can happen in the club. And so definitely communication is a big one, time management, organizational skills. Like one of our biggest events is our winter formal, and there's like months of planning that goes into that. And if you start late, that kind of messes up the whole entire timeline.
Talking about professional growth, so you're majoring in business management and minoring in fashion, industry and science and technology, and you're also your president of this Asian American Association. So is there any time where you feel like you use some skills you've learned in class to apply to your leadership in the association, and even in the association you apply some skills you've learned with your experience in class? Like, is there like an interplay between both of them?
Definitely. So I also used to minor in public relations, and so definitely all the skills I've learned from that class go a lot into being like president, because you have to know how to talk to the public and to other clubs as well, especially if you want to do a collab or if you have like an event that somehow like clashes. You need to be able to be like, oh, like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it like overlapped. How can we like make it to where we're not overlapping and like taking over your time? So definitely public relations. I also feel like being the president of the club and being in the inner workings of like managing what happens also works really well with my major. So definitely plan on using that whenever I do like fully, hopefully run a business or something in the future. Who knows?
Watch out for you. So you've spoken so much about the importance of like solidarity and connections between cultures, especially between the Asian and the African American communities. Why do you think cross-cultural solidarity is important on campus, and how can students help to actively build more collaborations like that?
Solidarity and cross-cultural solidarity is like, it's really important because it's like you build a community. We're all in the same boat together one way or another. While yes, there's some cultural groups that face more hardships than others, it helps if everyone's just there to help and understand what's going on, especially with what's going on now in the world. It's more time than ever to like come together. Honestly, I'd say one of the biggest ways that students can help with this is just by going out, learning what's going on in the cultural hubs, finding ways to help. Even the smallest thing makes a big like change.
I was just wondering because like you mentioned that you're not an Asian, of course, but you're leading an Asian association. Like, do you spend most time learning about the Asian culture? Like, is it hard for you, or like, is it like whatever the Asian culture is? Is it kind of like is it similar to your culture? Like, are there any things that are quite similar to your everyday life?
I would say I spend most of my time learning about the culture, which is really nice because it's a step away from what I'm used to. So being able to look at it and like learn from like people who are part of that culture, you get a more authentic like experience and understanding versus like you can go online, read a book or research, and you can like learn. But I feel like it's just more being there and hearing it and learning from them that makes the difference.
I know you've kind of talked about, like, on this question that I'm going to ask you, you've talked about it a little bit. And I'm kind of looking at the UV, being that it's a school with over 40,000 students and the majority come from out of state, and you're one of them. So what advice would you give to students about stepping outside their comfort zone and getting involved in any way?
So like I said, sometimes you just have to remember that your high school
Yeah.
self can stay in high school. Like, it's not who you are. You can reinvent yourself in college. Because especially if you're out of state, you're in a state where no one really knows who you are. You can make it to where they know, like, who you want to be.
Yeah.
Honestly, which is gonna sound really cliche, just get out there and do stuff, really. Like, the only person holding yourself back is you.
Yep.
So once you get past that, really anything is open for you to go join, learn, have fun with.
I love how what you talked about, like making yourself like a new person, because the old you was your high school version of you. And sometimes, like, when people in high school, mostly like if they're stepping up and they're really involved, sometimes they're bullied and they now feel like, oh, maybe I'm not worth in those spaces. But as you're coming to the university, if you get like the courage to even choose a major, that means you're something, you have that power. And so, like, kind of like understanding that was a different version of you, and so as you're starting this new version, you're something else, and you can be more than whatever society thinks you can be.
Right.
Yeah,
It's all a mindset, really.
it is a mindset. And many people always like they stay in that state of mindset, and at the end of the day, like, I've just completed my 4 years of my bachelor's. Who am I besides that? They forget that, like, oh, there is life after the university.
And I like what she said about the only thing stopping you is you. Because even my very first day here as a graduate student, after my first class, I just went outside and I cried. Because I was like, I don't fit in anywhere here. No one is talking to me. But when you step out of your comfort zone, kind of, and then you start to talk to people, you start to attend events, then you're out there more. You get to socialize with, like, people.
Yeah, it's really hard when you're coming like as an international student. For sure, I can get that. Yeah, because like we come from systems whereby you can talk to people so easily, and everybody's interested to know about you or to just converse with you. Then here it's kind of like a mindset whereby it's an individualistic idea where it's just about you, about your classes and what you're supposed to do. And coming to such a community, it's so hard because sometimes we even sit in class and nobody even talk to you. But for us, it's not normal. If we're in the same class, I would have to talk to you. And then you come to somewhere like what's wrong with these people? You cannot, So it's so hard. You just have to step up, step out of that comfort zone, and start getting involved.
It's definitely realizing, like, in high school, you kind of don't have a choice but to talk to your classmates because you're with them, like, forever.
Yeah.
But in college, it's like you can choose who you talk to. And I feel like sometimes that's a little, like, scary because it's like, oh, what if I approach this person and they don't like me? Or what if it's like no one approaches me? Maybe I'm unlikable.
Yeah.
But it's like you just have to go out there and present yourself.
It's true. Yeah. For us, I think it's different because, like, even if you're kind of like in a university level, yes, you can choose whom to talk to, but you're all living in the same community. And at some point, you'll find yourself at the same church. So that's why you're all together. And if you don't know me, at least my mom knows your mom somehow, somewhere. I'll see you somewhere. If somebody dies in the community, we will all go to that barrio. So, like, you find like a barrio of 5,000 people, 6,000 people. At least I will see you somewhere. But then here, I won't see you. I don't care. I
might see you. You might know my roommate. See you when I see you, I guess.
So you really have to be so passionate about specific issues, or you really have to be so serious about what you want for your future, for you to step up. But, like, regardless, I would like to say is that, like, just step out of that comfort zone and do something.
Yeah, you touched on time management beforehand. So how do you manage your time with all the organizations that you're in, and at such a younger age, a sophomore here at the U of A?
Honestly, so let's see. My classes are a lot, as with any student. So for classes, I use an assignment tracker. Like, it sounds simple, and I mean, some people will probably think like, oh, you don't keep up with that. Like, who's checking the assignment tracker daily? But by looking at it and just seeing, like, what you have, you can organize your time by what's most important to you. And then from work, I specifically take, like, 2 days off for me to be able to focus on, like, club and schoolwork and not have to worry about, oh, I have a shift, I need to go to work, then when I get off, I have to do all these assignments. So it's definitely more of just knowing what you can handle and being able to prioritize what's important. Like, I'm the president of a club, but my schoolwork comes first.
In the beginning of the semester, I'm always super motivated. I'm doing my assignments on time. And then once, like, midterm comes around, that's when I'm like, I'll just do it on the day of. So how do you keep on being motivated throughout the semester?
I more so think about what I want for myself, because it's like being that, and you kind of, being a business major, it's like you approach it with a business mindset. Like, oh, I have this due. If it doesn't get done, that will affect everything else. You're basically, it's like you're running your own company, and you're the boss and the employee. You just have to have the discipline for it. It's hard, and there are times where it's like, oh, I don't want to do this. I can kind of wait to do it. Surely I'll get it done. But then you're stuck rushing, and it's like, oh, this is a giant assignment, and I made it the day up to.
You rush it, and then it's not even as good as your full potential because you rushed the assignments.
And then it's like it affects your grades, and now it's a butterfly effect. So it's just more so thinking about the future helps you like get what's needed to get done now.
I think definitely think about the future and having goals and knowing your priorities is very important, because I'm also that person who's all over the place, but I know what my priorities are, and then I know my goals. I'm like, even if sometimes it's so boring, but I know, yes, this is my goal. I really want to learn this. I'll still put myself down to learn it because I know my end goal. So that helps me a lot. But if I don't have that, then I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? Usually, like, I go to my assignments, and I know this day I'm supposed to do this assignment, and I just keep it in my mind. Because sometimes I don't keep up with a tracker. So I'm like, I'm not going to keep up with that. But I already know that I'm going to do this and this and this and that. Yeah.
So I feel like if you don't have a goal, then you're kind of like, oh, I don't really need to do this. It's fine. I can wait. It's fine if it's not the best thing ever, as long as it's done.
Yeah, and it's so easy to fall off your track if you don't have a specific goal. So I feel like if you're coming to the university, like to college for your first time, like have set goals. That will help you a lot. Because if you don't have goals, you're like, what am I going to do?
You're kind of just like floating around, and it's like, oh, I didn't do anything for my 4 years. I just kind of did the best that I think I could do, and that's it.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's so much we can do with our education. I feel bad when people who have graduated, they're like, I wasted my 4 years. Many people say that. I'm like, there was so much that you could do. We have 500 plus clubs on campus. We have all these professors with different experiences. Some of them have worked
that are going on.
And some of them have worked in so many industries, so they have kind of like a work experience. They can be able to guide you, but it's up to you to know how are you going to approach all those resources around you, because we have lots of resources, but then when you don't utilize them well, at the end of 4 years, you're like, it was a wastage of time, which isn't true.
If you didn't use your time.
Yes, yeah.
So we've spoken to you within like a short period of time, and I observed that you're a very confident person, like which I deeply admire. So how has becoming active in this association helped with your confidence, and how can you advise students who are not so confident about themselves but want to join groups? How can you advise them to max up their feelings and just be confident about who they are?
This is gonna sound kind of harsh, but it's like you kind of have to realize that while you're on a college campus, not a lot of people really care about you. Like they're focused on themselves, their own thing going on. Once you like realize who you are, you just own it. And then definitely talking to multiple people, joining clubs, you start to build confidence for talking to people. When you realize that no one's really focusing on you, you start to feel more confident in yourself, and you dress however you want. You just you just kind of, I don't know. It's definitely, once again, like a mindset type of situation. It's, you just have to realize that you, like I said, for you are holding yourself back. Once you realize that, you gain confidence, and just everything else comes easily.
So all of those emotions are just in your head. You just overthinking everything. But when you're out there, when you speak to people, you get to get more confidence about who you are.
I will definitely add on the idea of joining clubs. It's so important, mostly for students who are coming from a very small family. Maybe if you're the only sibling, or you have only 2 siblings in your family, joining clubs is very important because as you join these clubs, you find so many different personalities that you've never seen.
Right.
And then you get to learn how to work around those personalities. But if you don't join clubs, then how are you going to learn that? Because you're going to find this in the workplace.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you're the only child in your family. You're going to have to lead. If you're going to be a leader, you're going to have to lead a very big company with different people. So learning these things comes through like joining those clubs, like being with people, like you said, talking to different people, because they give you feedback. There's a way you talk to somebody and you're like, oh, well, I didn't do well. Then you go learn on that specific thing. So that gives you a lot of feedback. It doesn't have to be a verbal feedback. Sometimes it's you observing how you're interacting with so many people. So like I'll also definitely recommend joining clubs. It's so important.
Then there's a club for like everyone.
There is. We have 550 something plus clubs. And if you don't find any club, you can start your own club.
No, my favorite thing about clubs is you get to meet so many people with different backgrounds and everything, and I love talking to people. So it's one of my favorite things whenever I join, or even go to the club fair. I was talking to everyone. So yeah, just meeting all kinds of people with different backgrounds and everything.
Personalities.
Then it's like the connections you build. Like I'm a business management major. Connections are a big thing.
Very, very big.
You go into clubs, you're finding like pharmacy majors, journalist majors, and it's like you connect with those majors, and it just builds like a stronger like web of people you know.
It's a good and bad thing because with me, like you said, you're studying fashion. And I'm like, I want to do that. And then someone's all like, I'm studying cybersecurity. I want to do that. So it's a kind of good and bad thing. But also, I love learning different things from different people as well.
Yeah, and that's how we are connected. We are connected to work together and
Learn from each other.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, thank you so much for coming
Of course.
to the UAZ podcast. We're happy to discuss with you about your Asian experience, like you being the president of that club. I feel like it's so wonderful because like when it comes to the Asian culture and the African culture, there's a way we kind of similar in certain ways of how we organize events, of how we think about a community setting. There's a few similarities to that extent, and that's a very good experience. I'm sure that that's you're getting from the club and meeting different people, talking to people from different background from yours. It's a very great experience, and we were happy to talk to you about that and learn from you as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
I said I'm so happy to be here. This is a really fun experience. Yeah.